Alright, this is the review for the Simpsons Loser Takes All. This is Yusita, Natalia, and Trees and Roll. We've had this game for a while, and we don't really play it all that much, but I haven't seen a review on this online, so we played it today, and we're going to review it now. So, Natalia, can you explain pretty much how the game is played? What's the object of the game?
Well, the object of the game is the person with less points wins. So you can start off with the character that you pick, and you can start off anywhere in the board. And from there, you spin the wheel. Youngest player goes first, and it goes to the left. So we started with Irisita, then we went around the table.
And Irisita, what are these cards that are on the table for?
When they ask the questions, and if you get it right, if you get the answer right, you flip one over. When you flip it over, it's a good thing, not a bad thing.
Okay, and what about these tokens I see? There's tokens and dollars.
The tokens are junk food. These are bad. If you get some, it's good. If you get a lot, it's bad.
So, how do you know how you win?
If you get the less.
Yeah, if you have less, whoever has like the least amount of points wins. So yeah, each of these dollars count as one, and each of the junk food tokens count as one. And if you have any of them facing up, they count as 3 points.
And what about if you're in the last row?
If you're in the bottom row, there's an arrow that says bottom row, and if you're there, you have to add 5 points to your total.
Okay. So when does the game end?
The game ends when all the cards are flipped over, either because you got a question right.
So does everyone have to have their cards flipped down?
No, only when one person gets them all.
Okay. So how's the gameplay work? How do you move around the board?
You move, here it'll say how many spaces you move, and also if you have to give money to anyone. So these are the piles of questions, and each card has about 10 questions, and they have 2 sides. So I'm gonna pick a question, the first one. Do you like country western music? You have to say it out loud, and you have to pick the person that you're gonna say it to. So I'm gonna say it to Sarah. Now, I say, do I like country western music? Then, on the pad with the pencil, I'm going to write down my answer before she says hers. So that's a yes or no question. So I put my answer. Now, do I like country western music?
I'm going to go with no.
And you got it right.
So I'm going to flip over a card because I got it right. And that brings me closer to ending the game.
Yeah, and if she got it wrong, then I flip over my card. And then you just...
So, well, you've told us how the game is played, you've told us how to win, you told us what the object of the game is as well. So, Yusita, what would you score this? What do you like about it and what you don't?
Well, what I like about it is because there's lots of questions around the boxes, and you'll always get a different question. So it will come out all different.
Right.
And what I don't like about it is that why do you have to like lose instead of get it?
Instead of winning.
Yeah.
Right. So what score would you give this?
I'll give it like a 3.
A 3. And what about you, Natalia? What do you like and what don't you like?
What I like about it is the questions, that each of them are different and they are fun to say. And what I don't like about it is how if you're on the bottom row, you get 5 points. You have to add 5 points to your total. So I rate this game about a 2.5.
Okay. So it's agreed that what we like about the game is that the game is never the same because the questions are always different, right? And that's pretty much what rules the game. But what we don't like is the fact that you have to get lots of points, and it just makes you lose instead of actually winning when you're supposed to lose instead of winning. It's very strange. And I personally would give it about a 3, just because it's The Simpsons. It's always fun. You can't predict what questions you're going to be getting next. All the questions are different. They're not always a yes or no question.
Yeah.
And some of the squares are kind of weird. They're just weird. And that's pretty cool. But I don't like the fact that the game ends really quickly in comparison to other games. And you also have to kind of fight with everyone to see who wins, because you have to get rid of your tokens and your money. So I give it a 3. That's pretty much the end of the review, right? Do you have anything else to add, Natalia?
No, like this game, I think it's more for, within like teens and stuff. But I think anyone can play. It's fun.
Okay, so that's it. See you next time. Bye.